Some will argue, Ted, how can you be sure you're the second coming of Jesus Christ and the Creator of God? How can you be certain you're not possessed also at this point in time? And this is not a possession problem also. And this is a good point. And Ted has told you, and it's not an exaggeration, he has done some type of a prayer or an asking over 37,000 times in about 10 years with his loud spiritual. And he's calculated that, and that works out, and that makes sense. This is an estimate. Ted believes it's more than this. And what did he get? He quite consistently did get, he's the second coming of Jesus Christ and the Creator and God, and the different, identities to the one God, the one living God. The God of the Ten Commandments. I am God of the Ten Commandments. I am this God. I am God of the Ten Commandments in the Old Testament. I was God of the Ten Commandments in the New Testament. And I am God of the Ten Commandments in the True and Third Testament. Isaiah 9:6 was accurate. It told you the Messiah has to be God Himself. And Jesus didn't write anything down that's documented. And I keep asking why. And I hear different reasons for this, including that Jesus, Jesus was educated. Jesus could have written down. I've heard many different reasons why this, but you know how it is when you tell a rumor, when you talk to, or someone tells a story, everybody has a different version of the same story, and therefore you had disciples, and we had scribe dishonesty, we had plagiarism, we had some of the Gospels copied from other Gospels, and Ted knows also there are many false doctrines out there that Bibles are not infallible, Bibles are not perfect, Bibles are not all inspired, and even when all inspired, it's proven to you with Adam and Eve in the Garden of Eden and the forbidden fruit test. God and the host could not tell you the consequences. We could not tell you how terrible this was going to be for mankind and then later humans of world earth. We are under a huge cover-up on world earth. We cannot tell you everything. Ted cannot get the truth 100%. Ted did hear from Satan, the demons, during the 40 days and 40 nights and later, and actually that was for about, Ted reviewed now his writings, and it probably was for about 5 years. He heard quite a bit from those, and then that was really covered up after this. But Satan the demons slipped up. Satan the demons made mistakes. Satan the demons gloated. Satan the demons were bragging. Satan the demons were saying some things that Ted thinks that the host legally couldn't tell Ted. And God, Ted, when God went up, couldn't tell humans of world earth either. But Satan the demons slipped up. And I told you some of this. And I think, and I believe, this is for all the marbles.